Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Coach Tracie Davis. I want to welcome you to our time of accountability. Of course, you know what we're about to do. Let's clap it up. All right. Hello, everyone. Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Instagram. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm trusting that all is well with you. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Go ahead and get something to write on. I'm going to share just a few words of encouragement and inspiration today. While you all are getting that together, let me take a few moments to introduce myself. My name is Tracie Davis. I am a business and success coach, and I typically come on Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern to share words of encouragement, words of inspiration to push you into your destiny. I am an author. I am a certified life and business coach and have been for over 11 years. I've helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, women in particular, and my goal is to come on and to continue to help, even with just a little nugget here and there. So that is my goal. I do encourage you to visit my website at mysuccesszone.com. mysuccesszone.com. I have all kinds of goodies there, including one of my best-selling books, Push Points with Tracie Davis. I actually have 21 Days of Consecration, 14 Keys to Finding Good Success. I have master classes and courses on Canva and Pinterest, a whole lot of good things there. So I do encourage you to visit my website. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning, Vicki. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Shannon. I see you guys over there on Facebook. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. So let's go ahead and get started. So I know some people are rejoicing today. Some people are sad today. I'm just grateful to be alive. I'm just happy. So good morning. I'm seeing the waves. I'm seeing the hearts. Thank you guys. But anyway, what was on my heart this morning when I woke up was love, right? I just see so much negativity being spewed yesterday, this morning, all of that. And I was like, man, I think people are forgetting that the objective is love. That's going to be our word today. Our focus today is on the word love, okay? And of course, the Bible talks a lot about love. You can look in 1 John 4, 7, and 8. I learned that as a kid. He that loveth not God, knoweth not God, because God is love. I may read that in a little bit. And then, of course, 1 Corinthians chapter 13. A lot of people call that the love chapter. I always just encourage everybody to review those things and to check your heart, right? Just like we have physical checkups, we also need to have just some checkups with our heart to see how we are, how are we functioning in this world, right? One thing that I do is I'm not going to be lulled into anyone's arguments, any of those types of things, because really what it does is upset you, and the people that are going to do what they're going to do are going to do what they want to do, right? People that are going to believe what they want to believe are going to believe what they want to believe. So I just believe in making sure that you are demonstrating God's unconditional love. God is a God of love. He's a God of peace. And that is how I want to come forth. It's funny to me because, a lot of people try to pull you into arguments about race and about the election and all those kinds of things. And I know that God is still working on me. So I don't get pulled into those things, because usually if I do, it's not going to end well for the person that's arguing, because I'm blessed with words, right? So I just choose not to go there. Love is patient, love is kind. And so that's what I choose to focus on. So good morning. Good morning. For those of you that are just hopping on, I'm going to be talking a little bit from my book this morning on page 7. Page number 7. And it was really talking about the areas that we should focus on when we're building ourselves, becoming better persons from a mindset standpoint and all of that. And so that particular portion of the book talks about love. 3 areas that you should focus your love on: love of God, love of self, and love of people. And that's how I run my life. I focus on, I have to love God. He's good to me. He's amazing. He's our creator. He deserves that, and we should love him. He said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. And so that should be our goal, right? A lot of times, I'll just go ahead and say this from a place of transparency. I'm kind of hesitant to come on and talk about my beliefs, because everybody has their beliefs. Everybody's doing their things. But, this is my channel, right? This is my channel. This is where I hang out. And I want you guys to know me, right? My son has a song called Sides of Me. This is one of my sides. I am a believer, right? I am a Christian. I've been a pastor for 20 years, right? And so you guys will get some of that. And so when I see things that kind of disturb me, I'm going to share it with you guys. And I just see a lot of hate being spewed, and I'm sad about that. It doesn't make me feel good to see people that say they love God hate people. It's just amazing to me. How can you do both? How can you feel comfortable with that? That just makes me so uncomfortable. So that's, I believe, why he had me to write this book. That's why he had me to include this part. And so I'm just going to read a little bit, because guys, you should have bought the book by now so you could be reading it with me. But it says, love God. I don't care how you slice it. You must love God. He is our creator. He deserves our love, our adoration, and our worship. If we work on this area, a lot of gray areas of concern when dealing with our lives and certain choices could be fixed simply because we love God. Number 2, love yourself. Nearly every self-help book talks about loving yourself. And you may be tired of hearing it, but it needs to be said. You must love yourself. Short, tall, fat, skinny, black, white. Learn to love yourself, flaws and all. Then, and I'm not going to read all of those paragraphs, but I'll skip down to love others. The last category we will focus upon is love of others. If this is a challenging area, if there is a challenging area, this would be it. It's not easy loving folk. Trust me, I know. But it is necessary, and plus God said so. He said to love your neighbor as you love yourself. I spent extra time discussing loving yourself because you can't truly love others if you don't love yourself. Don't focus on your haters, but focus on love. Learn to truly love your sisters and brothers. Don't compete with each other. Instead, create with each other. Appreciate your differences and be totally okay that you all bring different things to the table. That is how God, our first love, designed it. Our differences make life much more interesting. For those of you that are just joining, I'm reading from my best-selling book, Push Points with Tracie Davis. All right, make sure you guys get a copy. The link is in my bio. As you love others, keep in mind that we all have issues. We're all dealing with destinies, with fears and challenges of our own, and some of us are more prepared than others. When you choose to look at others from this perspective, you will realize that when people lash out or even act out, more than likely, it is not about you, but it's a private issue that they haven't conquered yet. Learn to give people the love that you desire. And if it's not reciprocated, be okay with that, because God sees, and we're only responsible for our actions and not the actions of others. I love that, because our response is our responsibility. My response is just to love you, right? And so you have to, you know what your triggers are. You know if people are trying to lull you or pull you into arguments, don't even go, right? I always say I don't go to pity parties and I don't go to arguments. I don't want to go. I want to stay in a place of peace and joy and happiness. I'm not oblivious to what's going on, but I'm not stupid enough to get pulled into something that's going to change my demeanor, change how I present myself to the world. And I just want to encourage you that way. You know, whether you're in business, whether your career and you're dealing with people in your job, you know, you can see the different personalities and see how people act. Don't get pulled into that. It really doesn't matter. You know, even if you didn't vote for Biden, or if you did, you know, some people are excited, some people are upset. Don't go to that party, right? Just don't go to the party. Just be a person of love, be a person of kindness. You know, that's the party I go to, and that's how I subscribe. I'm just disturbed when I see people, how mean they can be. And then the keyboard thugs, I'm like, y'all are some bold people typing behind a computer, right? Or typing behind a phone, when we should be loving each other, right? I think that's the only thing that's going to solve all the problems that we have. So really, guys, I just want to encourage you today in your walk. I want to encourage you in your life. I want to encourage you just as a person, right? If you're trying to build a business, you got to lead with love. If you're trying to help people, you got to lead with love. That has to be your motive, right? You have to understand that it's patient, it's kind, right? It doesn't keep record of wrong, right? It's gentle. And when I see people that are saying they love God, but they're mean and they're bashing people, I'm like, man, you got to go back to class. Got to go back to class. You must have missed that one because you're not passing right now. So make sure today that you love on yourself, you love on God, and that you love on people. You know, when I come on to encourage, when I come on to inspire, I think that's what I'm doing. I'm showing some love, all right? So if you haven't picked up the book, make sure you click that link in my bio. Get Push Points with Tracie Davis, or check out some of the other things. My goal is to be back tonight at 9 p.m. I was challenged yesterday, and I'm grateful that I have systems in place that if I need to take a day off, that's what I do, and that's what I did. So I'll be back here tonight sharing some business tips. We're going to be talking about social media marketing. So if that's something that you need for your business, your ministry, or whatever it is that you do, make sure you tune in. I'll be sharing some insight and some wisdom on that. And I thank you. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for sharing my lives. I thank you for the DMs that you give me when you're like, hey, that really encouraged me. Guess what? When you encourage me, it blesses me, right? So I really, really do appreciate that. So have an amazing day. If there's anything that you need, DM me. Okay, with that being said, I'll see you tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. God bless and take care.